Determine whether 5 and negative 2, 1, 0 is a solution to the system represented by this augmented matrix. All right, well, unless we've mastered the idea of augmented matrices and systems and what solutions represent, it's probably a good idea that we first take this augmented matrix and change it back to a system of equations. So how do we do that? Well, each column over here on the left of the bar is going to be assigned a variable. So there's 4 of them. Let's go x1 through x4. Okay? So now we write sort of our first intermediate step, 1, 0, 0, 1, and then it's a 5 over here. Now the bar turns into an equal sign, so I might do that right away. The next line, 2, 3, 0, 2, 4. Okay, leaving space so I can add in those variables in a moment. 4, 5, 6, negative 14, 16. Okay, so the bar has been changed to an equal sign. We're starting to slowly see equations. Now that first column becomes x1s. The next column represents our second variable, which we've called x2, x3, and then the last column we gave the variable x4. Okay, and in between all of these, we customarily put plus signs. So there we go. There's our system. But it doesn't look the way you usually, oops, I forgot a plus sign down here. It doesn't look the way you usually write things because, well, nobody writes leading ones. So now we're sort of just doing a cleanup step. Nobody writes variables with a coefficient of 0 because they don't really do anything. So we'll get some gaps here. And finally, no one writes plus negative numbers. They just write minus the positive versions. So there we go, we've converted back to the systems the way we like to write them in standard form. So that's fine, but this wasn't a conversion question. Conversion is just a step for us now. We want to check, is 5, negative 2, 1, 0 a solution to this system? So how do we do that? Well, the first variable is, the x1s turn into 5s. Okay. x2 is going to be negative 2. And we'll just plug in negative 2 for the second variable. x3 will become 1, and then x4 is 0. x3 is 1, so multiply 6 by 1 there. And then x4 is 0. So we'll put it in purple, I guess. 0 times 0 times 0. And now we check, do these equations make sense? Well, the first one, 5 plus 0 equals 5. Yeah, that's true. Next one, a little harder. 10 minus 6 plus 0. 10 minus 6 is 4. Looking good. 20 minus 10 is 10. Plus 6 is 16. Minus 0 is 16. So, yes. 5, negative 2, 1, 0 solves that system. Okay? So what did we have to do? We had to convert our augmented matrix to a system, because that's the way we are accustomed to plugging things in. Then we plugged in the point, and we checked, were all the equations satisfied? If yes, then it's a solution. If even one equation wasn't satisfied, then no, it's not a solution.